What's going on, everyone? Jeremy from the Quartering, and I'm going to try something new on weekends. So, if you like this format, make sure you let me know by leaving a like on it and commenting down below. I'm going to try to maybe do just one video on Saturdays and Sundays, but make them more of like a roundup video for the news of the day. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see if you like it or not. I've tried this format before with like a daily video game news, like a Philip DeFranco type thing. Maybe that will be a new. Maybe I need to try that again this year as we get into the busy season here in September, October. But I hear you. I hear you that sometimes topics aren't worth a 10-minute video. And maybe these like 3 to 4 topics in a video about the video game world or about something else that's going on, when there's smaller topics, maybe it makes sense. So I'll see what you say in the comment section down below. So, World of Warcraft Classic currently facing DDoS and is down for many players. That's right. That was yesterday. I saw some tweets going on about it. It's unfortunate. I get it. I'm not like going to go full boomer here and be like, why are you ruining the video games for the kids? But it's stupid. Do I think people should, get arrested for it? No. DDoS protection is something that is regularly built in as an additional service on high-end servers. And certainly Blizzard should have the level of protection required, but apparently yesterday it didn't. World of Warcraft Classic currently down for some players. Issues have been happening since 11 a.m. Eastern. Blizzard has confirmed the game is currently facing DDoS attacks and is working to fix the issue to get the game back up and running. Some WoW fans believe they have found the group behind the attacks. Earlier today, a Twitter account, UK Drillas, claimed credit for the DDoS, giving a 30-minute warning before many players began running into connection errors. It has not been confirmed by Blizzard if this user group was actually responsible. Of course they were. As of 5:34 Eastern, this was yesterday, the account was promising more and more outages. On the Blizzard forums, players are upset over the outages, sharing errors they're running into. No word from Blizzard about when the servers will be back. And as of 10 a.m. today, Blizzard was able to get the server stabilized and has confirmed the outage has ended. Here's a tweet. All WoW realms except Ralgor are back online and stable. The investigation continues for that realm. Some players may experience persistent login issues until the realm maintenance tomorrow morning. Now, I mean, this is basically like, ding dong ditch, but way worse. I tried logging in yesterday. I got in fine, but I only popped in to just see how bad it might be. Is it funny? I guess it's funny for like 15 or 20 minutes, but when it goes on for an entire day, we saw this back when, was it PlayStation on Christmas last year or the year before, where they took it down. Ultimately, the blame does fall with Blizzard not being able to fix this quickly enough and to prevent it in the future. So I'm not going to stand here and grandstand about how a couple of kids on the internet are the most evil people on the planet. Unfortunately, Blizzard needs to be the one that covers that. Blizzard finally recovering. Again, as Kotaku reports this morning, they've recovered. I logged in about 10 minutes ago. Was totally fine. But again, it was fine yesterday. Now, on to the next topic. Do you remember Nuka Dark rum? It was an expensive co-branded project between Bethesda and it timed with their Fallout 76. It basically turned out to be that the rum was, middle of the road, low grade rum. They had showed like this finished, really nice looking glass bottle, but all that really came was a plastic mold around a plain old bottle of rum. It was a disaster. Now, look, I know some of you out there, some of you are whales, and you just have more money than time, and you buy stuff because you like the game and you don't care. That's cool. I mean, I'm not going to be mad about it, but just know that these products are for you. These products are to milk the hardest core fans. I mean, the thing with the Nuka Dark rum was that if it had come in the glass bottle that everyone had expected, and if it was not delayed, it might have actually been a decent product. I never expected it to be top shelf rum. Not at the price, and basically no known distilleries, no widely known distilleries were attached to it. But, you know, if we go back to when the Nuka Dark happened, that was back in December of last year. The saga of cursed Fallout Sway continues. Reset era, who cares? Just wanted some Nuka Dark rum, an alcoholic beverage, a classic beverage of Fallout universe, created by the Silver Screen Bottling. The drink was supposed to ship alongside the game on November 16th, but failed to reach that goal on November 21st. An email received by those who ordered it said the product was not up to Fallout standards and that it would ship in the coming days. Days went by and there was no new information. Then on December 5th, those who ordered the $80 bottle received an email saying they successfully finished the packaging and they were finalizing the bottling. The video posted inside the email also shows the slow-mo shots of, you know, all this kind of stuff getting done. Yeah, they did it again. Bethesda and Rebel Distillers are making Bone vodka. Doom Bone. And there's actual bone flavoring in it. It's always funny to me that so far, how far some publishers go to promote upcoming titles. It's not about promotion. It's about making money. Make no mistake about it. There's 2 to 3% of people that like Doom that are just going to buy this automatically. Hey, look, I liked Trailer Park Boys, and I like Letterkenny. And I keep subtly hinting at, I have a P.O. Box, P.O. Box 66, Sussex, Wisconsin, 53089 to my Canadian viewers. Obviously, I disavow anything that happens, but, you know, if a 6-pack of Freedom 35 and a bottle of Liquorman's Old Dirty Canadian Whiskey showed up there, or some puppers showed up there, I wouldn't ask any questions. I'll just put it that way. Bethesda and Rebel are teaming up to create Doom Bone Vodka, which I swear is not some innuendo. Ha! And spending a night with your mom. No, this is a real drink made from the marrow of beef bones to create a smoky, peppery finish to the drink. In the blog and the company's website, Rebel Distillers co-founder Matt McGriven explained, we're tapping into the world's favorite hobbies, video games, to offer a unique perspective in spirit production. Doom Eternal is one of the a world of flames and demons, a barbecue pit with action. A smoked bone vodka is simply a new take on spirit purveyance. I suppose there are worse reasons to throw back a few. And they have the bottle here. It looks, I mean, it's pretty basic, but that's actually okay. I mean, for me, as a vodka guy, to me, it would be one thing if there was the Doom Bone vodka. Maybe it would be funny to have on the shelf. I don't know if I'd pay for it because it's going to be $55. That's more expensive than a bottle of Belvedere or Grey Goose, and I could buy 2 bottles of Tito's for that, which is superior, I think. But if it's also really good, then you have something. It seems like these companies, they get this branding stuff, and then they jack up the price. I would rather create something that it's artisanal maybe, but also like good, so people might want to drink it and continue to buy it down the road. But I mean, that's just me. The bone vodka is also made from a wheat spirit base. After roasting and smoking beef bones, the marrow is extracted, soaked in grain, alcohol, everything then gets distilled in a vacuum, added back to the drink. The final product stated to have a dry, earthy start, which gives way to an umami and buttery feel on the tongue with smoky, peppery finish. I don't know about all that. Bottles will be available in limited quantities. Yeah, limited to how many people buy them. Ahead of Doom Eternal's November 22nd release. A 700 ml bottle, a 0.75, will go for $55 US. The first batch is being shipped out at the end of this month. I'd imagine more will be produced up to the game's release, so you won't need to rush out to grab some. I mean, these are things that I think would be cool on my set. Cool for the hardcore fans, but of course dedicated to the whales. We'll see if they actually get it figured out this time around. Look, I'm not actually, like I said earlier, I'm not against this type of products. First of all, plenty of people of the correct age for this product would love to have it, but everything Bethesda touches seems to turn to trash. Let me ask you something. Should I order a bottle and give it like an official taste test on the channel? Put it back there? Or do you think I'd be contributing to bad behavior? I don't actually see this product as bad at all. It's like something for boomer video game fans like myself would actually probably like to have. But it's also like, do I want to contribute to that? Now, to our feature story. Death Stranding adds very easy mode. I mean, video game journalist mode. For movie fans and people who want only story. Now, this story is put together by Tyler over at exclusivelygames.com. By the way, we have 2 different people doing news there. And if you bookmark that site and you check back a couple times a day, there's usually new news getting posted. There's also video game news posted to our YouTube page. We're trying to do daily videos right now. We're working that system out. So make sure you check out exclusivelygames.com. You get high quality reporting and none of the baloney sauce that you don't want. Death Stranding gets a very easy mode for movie fans and for people who only want story. Kojima explained the mode was implemented for people who don't often play video games. It's so easy, anyone can complete it, which means they'll still get the whole story. The very easy mode sounds a lot like Mass Effect's narrative mode. Hideo Kojima has elaborated on the recent revealed aspect of this upcoming game, Death Stranding. The game's very easy mode was recently discussed and explained by Kojima on Twitter. As he explains, the introduction of very easy mode was not standard. The choice to include it is intriguing in that he hopes people who don't normally play these games will be drawn into the game. I don't know. Do you think that market exists? I mean, I suppose if you look at Telltale games, they make kind of these games that are just like basically mini movies. So I suppose that market does exist, in particular with franchises that people like. People really liked that Walking Dead game by Telltale. And I mean, I suppose I'm not even like somebody that plays games on like hardcore mode all the time. I'm usually like a medium, whatever the medium one is, I'll play. So I'm not that affected by the level of difficulty in a game. It's hard for me to imagine people out there being like, oh, I heard it's got a very easy mode. I want to play this game. Or, hey, I really want Death Stranding, but I'm worried about it being too hard for me, so I'm not going to buy it. I'm not sure that person exists, but maybe. It'd be interesting to read some of your comments down below if maybe you're that type of person, which, by the way, there's no shame in. I prefer games with a lot of narrative and story. That's why I like RPGs, JRPGs so much, and that's why I like, Red Dead Redemption. I'm all about those cinematics, and I love to learn about the characters' past and who they are and how everything came to be the way that it is in that game. So I suppose, especially with so many high-quality actors, with Mads in here and Norman Reedus, and so many cinematics, maybe. So these actors like Norman Reedus, Mads Mikkelsen, and others have all starred in fairly high-profile, big-budget. By the way, shout out Mads, one of my favorite actors. Bring back Hannibal. But they are all now coming together in a completely different experience, blah, blah, blah. You should read the full article, obviously. The description of the difficulty mode is very similar to that of Mass Effect 3's narrative mode. This mode made combat almost meaningless to allow players to experience the story of the trilogy's finale more effectively. The mode was unavailable in previous 2 games, but all was joined by action mode, which kept combat the same, but removed every element of player choice, just letting you fight. I have obviously the geniuses at Exclusive Games all correctly identify this as game journalist mode. Yeah, I mean, obviously that's one big part of it. I don't know. Do you think games journalists whining about games being too hard is like negatively affects sales? I wonder who the person out there is that's affected by it. Sometimes it's easy to just look at, through your own lens. Like, I either want a game or not. If somebody's like, man, that game is brutally difficult, I'm like, okay. I played Ninja Gaiden. I played some of the most difficult games when I was a kid on NES. I got my oh gosh, how do I say this? I suffered a lot, we'll put it that way, with very difficult video games in my childhood. So nowadays when somebody says something's very hard, I'm like, yeah, okay. You try beating Fester's Quest with that stupid weapon where it has like the shoots those little spinny things that go right around your target, So, if a game I hear is too easy, that's more of detrimental to me. But if it's just an add-on mode, maybe it's not a bad thing. I'm looking forward to hear what all of you have to say in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think of this format for weekends. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you'll like it. Leave a comment and you'll share it. And we'll talk to you again real soon. I sincerely hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, before you leave, make sure you leave a like and drop a comment on it. It's the only way to help the channel grow in today's YouTube environment. Above, you'll find a link to subscribe, and make sure you turn your notifications on, or if you just want to check out another video, there's one of those up there too.